Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing great today. I have the most honorable opportunity here to do some healing for the world, inspired by a client who booked a series of sessions, and we're going to be going into famine again. So this is famine part 2. And the first experience I had with famine, I'll put a link in the description if you want to experience that. There's an inevitable destiny. And so where we stand right now and where we are going, if we continue on this path, it's inevitable we will face famine. The question is it engineered or is it natural? And what's that famine look like? How do we prevent that famine? And one of the big themes is the riddle of how do you resolve this is we've got a great divide in our world, divide within ourselves, divide within people. There's a great divide, and how do we close the gap so we're working together again? Because if we're all on the same page, we all understand the value of human beings getting proper nourishment. And that's basically famine is no nourishment for you today. Starve to death. That's basically famine. So famine part 2, I want to thank you again for this opportunity to navigate these goals that you're providing, to shine some light here in the shadows of our world, to make it a better place, or to create some illumination, some understanding of how the energies are looking with these topics. So thank you for this, and thank you for sharing here on YouTube. So your goals for this session, I'm going to read these, and then for those who are new, I'll explain what I'm going to do next, which includes these blinders here. We're going to see so much when we have these blinders on. All right, so here's your intentions for this famine part 2. You say, Dear Abbey, I ask that you visit with these leaders directly in spirit, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, and RFK Jr., to understand where each of their hearts truly stands in relation to famine, food integrity, and humanity's future. Please illuminate their intentions, their visions, and the energetic roles they are playing in the unfolding of global nourishment or global deprivation. May divine truth inspire each of them to align with compassion, integrity, and the will to protect life. And may your journey bring forward understanding, healing, and a path toward a world united rather than divided. Okay. Just get in the zone here. Just really acclimating to what you're sharing here. And so I'm going to be visiting in spirit with Bill Gates, Donald Trump, and RFK Jr. And we'll see what they're... So everybody has an energetic expression, okay? And that energetic expression helps anyone to understand what the voice of their spirit has to say on such topics as these. So yeah, I will definitely go and visit and see what they have to say. I don't know why I'm having a hard time explaining this. Okay, this is going to happen here. I'm just going to put these on, okay? All right. So basically what I'm about to do, it just becomes still inside myself. I teach people how to do this. I do this for a living because I'm a professional at it. I do this all the time, so I'm extremely skilled at it. Everything is energy. It's super easy to understand that. Just take your body away. What's left? Energy. Super easy. All right, so when you're in the energy space, which I teach all the time, I say it over and over again, when you're in the energy space, you just simply close your eyes, right? You don't have to have these. I just like to black everything out, and I can really focus. You just close your eyes, and then in the stillness, you just are present, okay? But you can go a step further with presence because you're in an infinite mind, the infinite universe. It's a creative spirit, okay? And so when you're in the infinite mind, you put the coordinates out there. What is it that you would like to know? And you're asking if I could visit with Bill Gates, if I could visit with Donald Trump, if I could visit with RFK Jr., right? I see what their souls have to say on this topic, what their presence has to say. What's their dynamic? Where are they at on these topics? And so it's a curiosity, really. And so we'll see what reflects back what I'm called to do, what I'm called to share at this time. I can only offer what I'm called to offer, okay? In an infinite universe, there's infinite viewpoints, right? This is the most material, the most present, the most valuable for all of us to have access to at this time. So when you're listening in, we're doing this together, okay? We're going to go visit some really interesting people we're sharing this earth with, okay? So let me just be quiet. Shh, Abbey, just be quiet. Shh. So I'm just going to be quiet. Get in the zone here. All right, in order to achieve your goals here, you're asking me to visit with each one of these individuals. And the first one is Bill Gates, then Donald Trump, then RFK Jr. Before I get started, I just want to share my gratitude for each one of these human beings. We're going to be diving deep here in this topic of famine, which you can imagine is a great fear in the population, especially during times where people are struggling to afford food at the grocery store. What's the next 5 years going to look like? But there's also all these talks about how the world is not a healthy place and the kinds of foods that we're eating, what are they contaminated with? And then the types of food products that are replacing actual healthy natural foods. This is a serious topic. It needs to be navigated. It needs to be explored. There needs to be leadership on this. And so this is an opportunity for an exchange here on this. And I thank you for this opportunity to connect with each one of you on this topic. Okay. So I'm going to visit Bill Gates here. Okay. So when I visit Bill Gates, just a moment, because there's I'm having an energetic experience between my throat and my heart and my solar plexus. So, and it's along the side. It's not right straight down the center. It's actually along the side. It's along my left side, and I feel it going straight down here to my stomach, like right at the diaphragm area. It seems to just hit right there, and it takes my breath away. The message is, okay, you have a responsibility. I feel infiltrated with a voice that says you have a responsibility. And I see a man working in the dark, and he seems to be molding and shaping wood, which is a strange thing because you usually mold and shape clay, right? And he has one piece of wood, like a 2x4. And I see him in a dark closet, and there's a saw. And you can hear the saw, and the sound of the saw is contained in the space. And I keep experiencing you're molding and molding and shaping. You're molding and shaping wood. But it's just one 2x4. It's one 2x4. It's one 2x4. It's never molded and shaped to anything. It's never really cut down to size. It's never really hammered together in any way, shape, or form. It's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's almost like we're stuck in time at this one particular moment. The wood on a sort of space where you could set the wood comfortably, cut it comfortably. It's just a workbench. There's a major avoidance here to stepping into a different work, and it seems to be paralleling an art form. The words are medium, a different medium, like from wood to clay. I see Bill Gates further and further and further and further and further and further away from stepping into this conversation, just wanting to stay inside this closet with the saw blade and this piece of wood forevermore. But I turn off the saw. Okay, this is extremely peculiar. I see, like a Christmas wreath. It's a circle. And I see a circle like a wreath, and it's made out of what I can only describe as eggs. And these eggs have been fertilized, so there's tiny little fetuses. There's just tiny, tiny fetuses in these eggs, and these eggs are connected and create a wreath, an actual ring of eggs. And I see that he places this ring of eggs, this wreath, into his body, behind his neck. It's like a weird necklace, okay? And it goes under the skin. I also see there's a lying down in a machine, and then there's a pushing of a button, and there's a strange distortion between light and shadow that happens. I see a major disconnect from the ground where people work. I see there's a big divide here. Because the space where Bill Gates is in is so far away from the world, I want to say. So I need to identify what I mean by that. All right, I'm going to plant a seed into the earth. It's like Johnny Appleseed. And this seed represents apples, apple trees, but also represents Bill Gates. And he is the seed, and I plant him into the earth, and it's like the center of the earth. It's like the center of the world. And I water this seed in order to give it life, in order for it to grow. And I see some seeds don't want to grow in the way that they're guided. And so you get to be an apple tree in this life. This hurts my feelings. This hurts my heart. And I put his spirit into the seed. And I tell him that you will be an apple tree whether you like it or not. And that the world needs you as an apple tree. Mr. Gates, the world needs you as an apple tree. The world needs you as an apple tree. And then the question is, what does he need himself as? I see that his spirit is in each and every one of these apples, and that this tree can provide intelligence. But I see this apple tree as a bit of resistance between being the very apple tree that then gives of its fruit freely. It's more like this apple tree is questioning what it will give of itself. I say you don't get to choose. You only get to be an apple tree, and apple trees give freely. I see a man who is working with the wood again, going away and cutting and cutting and cutting at the wood, but never really getting anywhere. That I see this room is very far away from who he truly is. And I'm not sure why he's so far away. And why is he so far away from this world? It's as simple as being an apple seed grows into an apple tree and gives of its fruit freely. There's a lack of humility. Because apple trees are humble things. And there's a need for humility here. That is intelligence as well. The humble apple that nourishes all equally. There's something disappearing, or something not there. Something empty. Like an apple that has no seeds. And if the apple has no seeds, then it cannot reproduce. It cannot give of itself to become more of itself across time. It will just die. And I see there's a reflection of this seedless apple and Bill Gates. And I see that when you return to the seed of the apple and you become the humble apple tree, you will reignite this access to the ever-giving tree. And it reminds me of the giving tree. But not quite. Because there's still a distortion. There's still some kind of lack of real clarity. There's just some lack of connection here between the different spaces. A space where there's the light and the shadow in this machine and this necklace and the eggs that are on the necklace, like the seeds within the apple. And that space is kind of way over there, okay? With this other space that's hidden away in a closet where nobody really knows because nobody can hear it. Nobody knows what's going on in that closet over there. It's just a saw blade and some wood. Nothing's really happening over here. Nothing. And there really is like literally nothing. But why is the disconnect? And where is the spirit when it comes to this seed within the earth, the humble apple tree? which is where the true soul is, where the true soul is expressing its life force. It's like the truth that the sun shines upon us all. The sun doesn't give it its light just to some people. It gives its light to everyone. And the apple tree gives its apples to everyone. But Bill Gates is not the apple tree. He does not give his apples to everyone. And there's a distortion here. I'm supposed to linger a little bit. And I know what the final outcome is activating energy to remember who you really are, who you actually are, and what creates fruitfulness, what creates actual fruitfulness. Because the apple seeds, the apple without the seeds is still giving life because of the fruit of itself, gives life. Even if it doesn't have seeds to grow into some new apple tree, it still gives of the fruit of itself for the enrichment of others who can continue to live on, continue to live on. Thank you, apple, for what you've given to us. Thank you. Is that strange that the word apple, because of Microsoft and Apple, is there some kind of play on words here? I'm gonna have to go lay down in this chair with this necklace on here. I feel like I'm not alive anymore. I feel like I'm empty inside. I just feel like I'm asleep. And so I take this version of himself and I turn it into a piece of wood for the other version of himself to cut away at in the secret closet. And it hurts him to cut away at himself again and again and again. And he's not molding and shaping himself like the clay. He's just cutting away at the wood and not building anything fruitful. And he does everything behind closed doors and secret closets. And so is Bill Gates. Are you Mr. Gates, the leader the world is seeking in order to actually offer the solution to famine? Are you the apple tree that gives of its fruit freely? That's the message. I mean, we're not talking about economics here. We're just talking about the divine wisdom that is presented in this message. It's an opportunity to mold and shape yourself into the meaning and explore the reflections that echo back. That's what wisdom guides us to do. It guides us to get in touch with ourselves and explore the different reflective meanings in order to grow in balance and harmony. Okay, let me go visit President Trump here. This is a very different experience. I feel there's a beautiful open space for conversation, whatever that sounds like, looks like. You could say that's quite true. But you can say whatever you want about Donald Trump. He gives you the freedom to say whatever you want. I really respect that about him. And I feel the presence of exhaustion. I feel the presence of real exhaustion. Trying to gather all the energy one can to keep going, actually. He's very good at being charismatic, very good at bringing the energy, the force, you know? But there's an energetic presence here that's very tired. Almost too tired for this conversation, as in literally just too exhausted to even speak. And maybe it's because the topic is just one, it's just one of millions of topics of things that need to be done. And one man that's got to do it all. Or one man that's just very exhausted and I see him gathering himself. I see him taking this conversation seriously. I see him sitting down in composure, complete composure. He's made out of a black suit with a white undershirt and a black tie. It's very unique to his usual blue and red and white. I just fill him up with energy. It's like he's a glass of water that has no water in it. And so I'm just filling him up with energy. And it's really natural. It's just natural energy. You ever just so tired? I think anybody who has kids, when you have newborns, like maybe you have a newborn and then you have another newborn a year later and then you have another newborn the year after that. Like you're very sleep deprived, okay? So you're functioning as best you can with little kids that are very demanding because they have needs, right? And they just don't have time to wait on you. They just need stuff now. Now, 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 now. And so it's just like a sleep deprived state. And so you do the very best you can with all these demands coming from every single direction. You just do the very best that you can, but you're kind of always tired. You're always in a sleep deprived state. So when I go visit President Trump, I experience a man putting himself into composure, but needing us to actually recharge his battery. It's like, hello, let's get on this topic of famine. And I'm talking to an Energizer bunny that needs the battery recharged. It's like it's been going for a long time. It needs a battery charge. I'm supposed to put him in this blue liquid, and the blue changes into purple. And I see that it goes into his aura and then into his body, and it gives him oxygen, like a different kind of energetic oxygen. It's like electricity. It's like charging a battery. And every ounce of his energy is actually devoted to making it a better world. Every ounce of his energy is devoted to that. That's the truth. There's literally no scandal here except an exhausted man who is trying his very best to make it a better world. Literally. You have to decide what you want to believe. But that's what's presented here is a man that needs our help to help him recharge his battery. So I feel like that's all I'm called to do here. I'm on this topic for Donald Trump. Okay. I feel like this just is not enough time to really navigate each one of these leaders and the level that we're wanting to accomplish this. So RFK Jr., okay. Oh, well, I see a man that's painting, and I see this is so delightful. I'm telling you, I feel so happy right now. And there's this sense of so many different colors and capturing all the colors just magically so on this canvas. It's very much like any real painter just adores the reflection of nature and trying to capture how beautiful nature really is and to keep it beautiful and pristine on the painting, but pristine on the painting and also the external viewpoint, which then we can paint with. He tells me right away he has only so many years of life. Like we all only get so many years of life as who we are. And he hands me this painting and he says that he knows I'll take good care of it. RFK Jr. is talking to me about this. He's animated. He's ambitious about this. He's 100% on board here. I see there are some very, very dark figures standing behind RFK Jr. Really dark. RFK Jr. is, wow, what a beautiful spirit he has. What a very beautiful spirit he has. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can experience it. It's clean as all get out. I mean, you can experience a really great energy from him. The beings that stand behind him are kind of death threats. And they're creepy looking. It's like the Saw movies. It's like that weird puppet. It's just like weird Saw people. and they're threatening. And I see how he always keeps him behind himself, and he's always looking forward at the beautiful things. He really has the capacity, even in one man, he really has the capacity to heal America and to even influence other countries to follow suit. He actually has the capacity to do this as one man. He really does. He's a very strong leader. He's a very strong individual. He's got the energy for it as well, but he's got a lot of death threats standing behind him. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. There's something I can do with this. And so far, this is pretty interesting, actually. Bill Gates is not the one to make it a better world as far as the famine goes. This concern about famine is, the solution is not in Bill Gates. And as far as famine goes, what Donald Trump represents is a man who is working his butt off to make it a better world, but is actually drained and can't do a million things, can only do one thing at a time. And then is why he would have someone like RFK Jr. in order to support that process. So RFK Jr. really is the man for the job. You can tell he's the man for the job, but there are... Okay, now I'm starting to understand where the focus needs to be here. Each one of these death threats. Let me just go into this one here. I can go into each one of these individually. Let's just see what they're like. Weird. This is a very self-absorbed person with a severe sexual imbalance. Is very self-absorbed, is very sort of sexually active in a very disturbing kind of way. It might even be like a Jeffrey Epstein type figure. It's just constant sexual hunger that's never really satisfied, sexually starving all the time. And there's this disturbing kind of... It's not a balanced person making balanced decisions. Is looming in the shadows. Let me just visit one of these other ones. These are real individuals. These are real individuals threatening, that are thinking dark things, are creating actual threats or even concepts, energetic threats. It feels like he's genuinely being threatened. I just want to say, it feels like he's genuinely being threatened by people. And one of these people is a pervert. One of these people is a genuine, filthy, rotten pervert. This person is not going to make the famine go away, is not going to make it a better world, is just going to continue to, was just sexually starved. I mean, I can't imagine what a day in the life of this person would be, but it would not be good for this world. This person is not a good leader for the world. And then it's taking it upon them to then hate RFK Jr.? Want to kill RFK Jr.? Why? I mean, this would take a half hour in and of itself. I mean, it's really hard to just kind of tiptoe around and get a taste for everything. Let me see what this next one is. This is a female energy. This is a very kind of heavy-set, bloated kind of woman. Whether she is physically or she is just energetically, she's very bloated. Oh. This is someone that the world would be presented as a really good person, someone you might want to emulate, but they're actually all rotten on the inside. Wow, it's like what are these people? It's almost telling me that your psychological balance attracts the very world that you want to create. So let's say you have people who are very psychologically unwell. Let that person mold and shape the world. Let that person make decisions that are good for your kids. Let that person take all the power. And where are they going to go with it? They're even going to market themselves as a holy grail and you're going to believe it, but they're monsters. They're monsters because they're dead inside. They're messed up people. These are messed up people with a lot of power that are influencing, trying to end RFK Jr. kind of thing, threatening. Okay. There's like 5 of them here. See what another one of these is like. I think it's just going to be more and more the same. It's basically an individual who breaks apart into like 2 million cockroaches. It's just a really shady character. They're just gross. They seem to be everywhere in every corner, watching. Like you don't even know the cockroaches are there. It's like he could have bugs. RFK Jr. could have bugs in his house and someone's listening. Well, who's the cockroach man that's listening to RFK Jr.'s life? Who's the cockroach man? This is a cockroach man. He's listening. I'm supposed to go back to Donald Trump for a minute. I'm supposed to go back to the man in the black suit, the black tie, and the white shirt. I'm supposed to remove there. He's kind of put it in a, what do you call this? It's really tight. Clamp. It's a clamp, but there's another term. It will just work with clamp for now, but it's just so tight. He's just clamped so tight, so tight. It's pressure too, so I'm just reducing the pressure, releasing the pressure so he can breathe. So much pressure on him. I don't even think I can understand it all, but there's just a lot of pressure on him. And when there's less and less pressure, it's like having it's a vice grips. That was the word. And it's just like how much pressure can any one person take? As you keep pushing, but you keep turning that clamp, it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter until things break. There's a lot of work to be done here. There's a lot of work to be done, and there's not just, it's like people have divides within themselves. People have divides within their vision for what they want to do with their time on this earth. And people have divides with others because their life is just under so much pressure. They can only make so many commitments, right? Or people actually have the juice or the know-how to really achieve the goal, but then they're up against those who want to threaten that pathway. It's just, it seems like there is so much actual tyranny. There's so much tug of war, and everything's like batten down the hatches, but everything is so tight. Everything is so tight and closed off and conflicted. There's just so many problems. There's so many problems. In every single person, there's problems within themselves, not like let alone their actual environment. And then the other people that disagree with them and the types of life that they have to endure. And because let's say your life is threatened for actually trying to make it a better world. Okay, so that's all I can really share for this. That I would really like to dive deeper, but you know, you don't know what you're going to get. And this really shows me a lot, actually, about, so if there's a destiny of famine, and these are leaders that could make all the difference, well, where are they at in being able to make that difference? What are they up against in making that difference? They could be up against themselves. They could be up against other people. They could be up against exhaustion, or they're just like under pressure, extreme pressure, like they are doing the things that they can do. So this was very enlightening for me, and I want to thank you so much for this opportunity, for enlightening my life, enlightening other people's lives. I'm a little disoriented here. Thank you so much for this. And for those watching, if there's anything I can do to support you in a session, you can book a session at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.